Hey guys, this is Ami Danilo in Players Box, and for so long we've been waiting to say these words. Rafael Nadal is back in the finals. So yes, it's a 250, but it is exciting, you know. So you got to give credit to Rafa. We'll take what we can. He's in the finals of a 250, very good chance of winning it. He's playing Borges, the Portuguese, who's a top 100 player, but not really a threat. He had a good win today against Adakovic. You know, he was in control of the match, even though it went to third set. You could still see that Rafa is the better player. We got to talk about Ido about his quarterfinals match, right? That was pretty amazing.
Yeah, and it's not just that he's in the final, but his ability and his fighting. It's not an easy final. You know, he fought hard. It's like the level of fighting and resilience and determination is
Come on, it's the excitement. It's the excitement of the tennis world over a 250 event, right? Who
yeah.
otherwise would have looked at this tournament event and tell us about the ticket prices for the finals?
Well, there are hardly any tickets left in the secondary market, but those that are left are going from the really not attractive ticket up for $300-400 each, up to row 19, which is sort of okay for $1,100 each. So
I
if you're
saw some
thinking
tickets for
of taking if you
$2,000 there.
if you're
And
thinking of
remember,
taking
this is
a
Sweden,
day
huh?
tomorrow, yeah, if you're thinking of taking a day tomorrow to the final, you're looking at $2,200.
So $2,200 for a 250 event in Sweden. And trust me, it's all just because of the Rafa and his
Yeah,
story.
and it's
And
not
maybe one of the
Sweden,
last chances.
it's somewhere far in Sweden. It's not Stockholm.
Listen, we got to talk about his match in the quarterfinals against Navone. The Argentinian ranked in 30, 32, whatever his ranking is in the world right now, but
36.
he's close to top 30, and that was a hell of a match. You know, it ended up in a 4 hours match, one of the longest best of three matches ever. Rafa against Novak, I believe in Madrid was longer, but still at his age, at 38 years old, Rafa El Nadal, guys, 4 hours fighting against the Argentinian. Maybe you can look how old the Argentinian is, but he can't be more than 23 years old, right?
23 years
So
old, climbing to the top very rapidly.
a hell
The
of a
only
clay court player, but still Rafa fought hard. He hanged in there 7-6, 6-7, 7-5 in the third. And you got to give him credit for that. I got to be honest, guys. Rafa is hitting the ball very, very well, huh? Especially on the
yeah.
forehand side. He's not moving great. Let's be honest about it. He's pretty slow, but if he gets to the ball, then he cracks the hell out of it, you know?
And by the
So
way,
these
not the
guys,
easiest condition. It's pretty warm, 26 degrees, you know, so it's
yeah, I was surprised today that he was playing in the heat after that quarterfinals match against Adukovic, the Croatian, and he still hanged in there for 3 sets. That's why I feel that tomorrow against the easier player, it will be kind of a relief. And he's coming into Paris, best of three, and Rafa's got 5 matches under his belt. So plus doubles. So that's really a great preparation for Rafael Nadal coming into the Olympics. And we criticized early in the week. We criticized these guys for how much commitment they have to the 250s. And we were not talking about the veteran guys; it was more towards the younger players, the top younger players. But look what great finals we turned up to be. So let's start with Hamburg 500. Zverev is playing on home soil. He's the favorite. He hasn't dropped a set yet, and he will play in the finals. Who was the bias lost, right? So who is he playing in the finals?
feels.
Fields,
Arthur
yeah.
feels,
So
yeah.
one of the young guns, the French guy, is a good clay court player. We remember how last year he won Lyon.
Yeah.
He's a strong player, so that should be an entertaining finals for the local Germans in the 500 event. And then we have the 250s. Remember, there's 4 tournaments this week. The 250 in Gestad. We spoke about Bastad. That's Rafa and Bourges. And then we have Gestad, a lovely tournament up in the mountains in Switzerland, altitude, and Berrettini. Berrettini is back, guys. A good performance for him on grass. Remember that he's played well there, and now he's on the clay course. He played well in Casablanca on clay, by the way, a couple of months ago, and now He looked very
beat
good against
Tsitsipas,
Tsitsipas.
beat Tsitsipas in 2 tiebreaks, and he's playing against Halis, the French guy.
He's a
Uh,
qualifier. He's a qualifier. One of the greatest points that we ever seen in tennis. This guy was. He played Aida, the Brazilian. He was on the ground. He literally fell down, and from the ground, from the baseline, he hit a winner, and that
yeah,
was a hell of a shot, and it caught all the headlines. Let's put it this way. He's a qualifier. He'll play Berrettini. That's going to be tough for him. It is fantastic to see Berrettini back. Remember, together with Sinner, that's great for the
yeah,
Italians for Davis Cup, and it's great to see. And you know what? It will also push Sinner because Berrettini, remember, he was very loved in Italy. He was already a Wimbledon finalist and a top. What was he? 5, 6 in the world. So he
6.
had all the attention. You remember they were meant to play each other in the ATP Masters Finals in Turin, and then Berrettini pulled out. So that will be very, very interesting if he can climb back to the top. The last one that we have, it should be semifinals day today in Newport, and it's great to see Riley Opalka back. He's
Yeah,
playing well. Field is not that strong. Let's go through the matches real quickly and see who's there in the semifinals. So we got Riley Opalka playing Mickelson, the
yeah,
American, two
the
big
youngest.
guns, and then you have Eubanks and Giron. So it's an all-American tournament. Last time that they're going to have that grass court tournament at the Hall of Fame. Too bad, but it is what it is. And this tournament is saying goodbye. I would love to see Opelka on his first tournament after 2 years almost, huh?
Yeah,
Kind
he
of
played
remind me
very
of
well.
Raonic coming back, right? Like with those
Yeah,
big servers, huh?
played really well throughout the tournament.
Well, he took out the first seed, in the second round, Manarino. And in the first round, he won 7-6 in the third. Let's be honest about it. Returning on grass is kind of easy for these big servers. Let's see how he moves on the hard course and that he doesn't get injured. For all you guys that are hoping to see also Rafa coming back for the US swing and the US tournaments, I don't see how it's going to happen. And if it happens, he might suffer injuries again. Huh? So on the clay court, he always feels very safe and very secure. That's his surface. And this is where he causes damage. So definitely, I'm sure that even Novak's happy to see him again because let's be honest about it. He's not winning another slam, right? And even
No,
though that everything's possible. But just to see this guy, to see the attention and to see him at 38 fighting like that, having, you know what? I believe if you ask me what's his motivation today, he saw Novak kids there in the crowd, right? He saw what he did to them, right? I believe that even Roger Kids got a chance to see him play. So Rafa has a young
absolutely.
baby. He was in the stands today. I'm not sure how much he understands still. But as he grows up, there's no better thing than seeing your father the champion, the love that he gets, the respect that he gets, and understanding what he's done for the game. So, guys, I'm just really so excited about the times that we're going through. And next week is the Olympics. And you know what?
Yeah,
Anything is possible. It reminds me kind of, I believe it was 90, it was 2004 in Athens, where Masu beat Gonzalez in the finals to win the gold and silver. I think they also won the doubles. These two. It was completely surprising. In Tokyo, the last Tokyo event that we had in 2021, Karina Busta was a surprising player
yeah.
that made the finals against Zverev after Zverev took out Novak. Let's see who's going to make it. It's Roland Garros. Don't forget, guys. That's a big difference. All the tennis venues always been great venues, but we had Wimbledon, and now we're having Roland Garros as the main
Yeah.
venues for the Olympics,
And
and that's some story.
Rafa's gonna go around and his statue is over there. It's gonna boost him, but we just have to cross our fingers, that after 10 hours of hard fighting this week in Sweden, it wouldn't exhaust all his
No, but I think
energy.
that these best of three are something that prepares you. It's not those devastating best of five, which is a different conversation. We're going to talk about it, guys. So make sure to like and subscribe. If you want us to talk about next time, you know what? We'll talk about that best of five thing in the Grand Slams, the pros and cons of it. Make sure to like and subscribe, guys, and write us anything you want us to talk. Remember, Player's Box is the best seat in the house. See you
Thanks,
soon.
thanks, Amit.